What are some of the most interesting 24/7 live streaming webcams to watch from around the world? The only correct answer is Lofi, hip-hop beats 24/7 that you can study, relax, chill to. Anyone remember when there was 24/7 coverage of a giraffe waiting to give birth? Edit. I can't believe I got this many upvotes over a giraffe I only knew about because my middle-aged mom was obsessed with it. Glad to see I wasn't the only one. And she's pregnant again. That whore. Shout out to Throatzilla. They should really have one in an IKEA car park, watching people trying to load their cars with more crap than they came for is entertainment gold. My dad's favorite thing to do is go to IKEA and stand near the loading zone and critique people's loading strategies. That's a very dad thing to do and I adore it. I remember seeing one at the Abbey Road crosswalk where people are constantly dodging traffic to recreate a Beatles cover. Goddamn. I used to put the Abbey Road stream on while working late nights years and years ago. It'd be midnight for me, but 5 a.m. in London, so I'd watch morning joggers and sunrises. It had audio too, so you'd hear the birds chirping in the odd car drive past. It's the only time I can think of where I felt like I miss a place I've never been to. Gives me a weird homesick feeling. Uh-oh, nobody tell this guy about Vaporwave. My students love the live cams at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. There are 8 different animal cams. Something for everyone. Teachers, if ever you are looking for a short brain break, bring them up. Desk workers, if you need a smile, check them out. Been on Reddit a long time. This is likely, pound for pound, the most interesting thread I have ever witnessed since I met my wife. What was the most interesting thread before you met your wife? Interested as well. What does your wife weigh, pound for pound, before or after catching some fishes on the river? I'll come back in a couple days when the Reddit hugs of death die down. There's a feed on YouTube of a traffic circle in Clearwater, Florida. Doesn't sound exciting until you see how atrocious Floridians are at properly navigating a traffic circle. Where the link up. I didn't come here to Google shit. Cornell's lab of ornithology bird cams are nice to have going in the background. I can't remember the name of the site now, but there was a place where you could control robots around some dude's house and also have them talk. I scared one guy once accidentally because he had his robot in his car and I was like, "Where are we going?" And he got startled. Whoops. I don't know if it counts, but the Big Brother live feeds. You do have to pay for it, but it's much better than the show. On the live feeds you get to watch how friendships form, how people interact, and you get to see everything from full fights and arguments to boring conversations. It's really addicting. Is there nudity? Asking for myself. Sometimes. Towels may slip on accident. They will sometimes show showmances having sex. Fun fact, a house guest may actually be pregnant this season from a guy she had only knew for 2 weeks in the house. This is the first time this has ever happened. Showmances have always had sex in the house, but a pregnancy had never resulted in it until now, possibly. We're not sure. I really enjoy watching the Anacopa and Spirit Bluffs peregrine falcon cams during nesting season. It is actually both soothing and really interesting to follow those fascinating birds starting off as eggs and growing up. Do you mind giving us some food? Beetlejuicing. Jenica Monsieur. Wow, I used to be obsessed with her. And I don't just mean the random nudity. It was such a wild idea that I could just look into someone's house 24/7 that I was doing it way too much. Naturally it turned into drama though. So weird. When I was 19 and dumb, I almost got talked into moving in with a couple that did this. Granted, the wife was fucking hot and so it was super tempting, but I passed. Should have done it. You could have shared your awesome stories with us today. Think of all the karma this dude lost. Poor kid only has 29 for his coulda, woulda, shoulda, but didn't story. He could have had like double that had he had a link to post OT an archived video of that one time. when she farted while the delivery guy was handing her the change. What is that? I always like to put on the train driver's view live streams, play some lo-fi hip-hop, and read Mecca during Ramadan, biggest circle pit ever. They're not gonna be 24/7 when we're done with them. Live Jasmine. I've watched hours of live Jasmine. Not intentionally, mind you, but those few seconds when it pops up as an ad on the Pirate Bay have really added up. In other words, what's not going to be online 24/7 for a while because of the Reddit hug of death? That's why I'm here a month after the fact. Removed. I work on a tugboat in the San Francisco Bay and just discovered a great osprey nest webcam that has some adolescent chicks in it. It had a great view of the water where we sometimes work, and was able to screenshot a selfie of the osprey in our tug this afternoon. sfbayospreys.org. There's a site that has interactive toys and cameras. In a cat shelter, you can goof off and play with the kitties from your phone. And they're all in a big room. Someone replied to this, so I remember to look it up in the morning. Please. Edit. You guys are more reliable than my alarm clock. So, the one I was thinking of seems to be offline. But there are a few others I'm looking into by searching Animal Shelter Interactive Camera on Google. If I find any that really stand out, I'll edit again. Look it up in the morning. This is a reminder. Goats Live is a 24/7 stream of a farm in Florida of 2 goats. The stream isn't always interesting, but the highlights they post are always great. Like the time one of them kept taking the owner's hat when he was doing things inside the pen. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.